we're in Harrison Hot Springs right now, and the condos behind us are the ones we were originally thinking about buying when we moved here. And we rented to try it out first, basically, to see if we liked it. And it's not very convenient. There are no grocery stores here. There's no gym here, and it's a bit of wear and tear on our car and so on. And we don't want to buy a new car because we want to move to Croatia, so we don't want to have to ship one overseas. So we're thinking about moving back to Chilliwack. But in the big picture of everything, real estate is so expensive in Canada in general that that's a big reason for our move to Croatia.
Yeah, especially in BC, you just don't get very much for what you pay for.
Yeah.
You really don't.
And the ones behind us are old, but we were thinking we could maybe fix one up, but it's just not worth it. It's not worth it for the money that we're spending. We can have such a nice retirement somewhere else, you know. So the fact that I have a German passport makes it a lot more viable for us. I can live and work there. Matt can too because we're married, and he's also working on getting his German passport because his dad and grandfather are German too. So if that works, oh my gosh, that'll be amazing. It'll make things so much easier. He won't be a third-party national for one thing. We were talking about how one of the most challenging things about moving to Croatia is the bureaucracy. It was socialist run country not that long ago, and a lot of that old school politics.
Yeah, it's complex moving to another country, and it is quite complex moving to Croatia because of all the bureaucracy there. But there are ways to navigate it, and there are some resources available, which is going to be super helpful.
So that being said, I think that we were lucky because we found this really great company. They're called Expat in Croatia, and you can see them online actually on YouTube. And they have taken all the work out of it for us, where they've already pre-navigated all the steps that we have to take in order to make it happen. And they have lawyers and accountants, and I sound like I'm doing a commercial for them, but really, if you're interested in moving too, absolutely check them out because their website is excellent, an excellent resource.
Very thorough.
It's really thorough, yeah. So we're so grateful for them, for Sarah and Cam, and all of their team there for all the help they've given us so far. We definitely don't regret living here because it's beautiful. It's so peaceful. We sit on our sofa in our beautiful apartment and feel like we're doing something because the view is so nice, and there's, in the summertime so much going on, but the wintertime is really, really quiet, and it's peaceful for sure, but it's not very convenient, right?
Yeah, a little dull. You have to drive quite far for groceries or for anything. In the winter it's just very, very quiet. Things close early. It's like not any small town, but this is a really small, remote place. When you have a small condo in the wintertime when there's a lot of rain, it's rained every day here for months, and it's just there's just not as much to do as there is in the summertime. So we're kind of over it.
Yeah, I'm really glad we rented here first before we bought here, because we learned that as nice as it is to have the peace and quiet, it's we're maybe too young for it. We're not ready.
Not old enough to live in Harrison Hot Springs yet.
I think so. That feels good. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, the big draw to Harrison Hot Springs outside of the summertime. Of course, the summertime attracts people to the lake, and there's some surrounding lakes and wilderness and hiking trails and things like that around here. But what attracts people here in the off season is the hotel resort, because it has the hot springs, and it has a lot of hot springs pools, and you can tell that this hotel was a real luxury place at one point. They still have the luxury prices, but it's really starting to fall in disrepair. We stayed here about almost what, 10 years ago maybe, and it was and it hasn't changed. Like it still has the same carpets, and they're worn out, and it's just looking pretty shabby. You can tell that the owners are not keeping up with it the way that other hotels are, and they don't have to, because they actually own the hot springs here. So it's not like there's any competition. It's not like, well, you know what, I don't like the hotel, so I want to go in the hot springs somewhere else. You can't do that, because the hotel owns the hot springs. So
there is a public pool, but it's also owned by the hot springs.
Publicly accessible. Yeah,
by the hot springs resort. So so our search continues for where to buy real estate and where to live. But we are definitely considering Croatia, and specifically Zagreb, because that's the capital city. So Matt would work there, and it's beautiful. It's been voted one of the greenest cities in Europe, and it wins awards for its Advent Christmas festival every year. So they've won a few years in a row. So that's beautiful too. Yeah, it's nice. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, and buying a small condo there is a lot cheaper than buying a small condo here. And the weather's nicer there, so even if you have a small condo, you can spend more time outdoors. And BC is a great place to be outdoors, but it does get a lot more rain. It does get colder weather, and also you are kind of stuck in BC. It's one thing that's nice about Croatia that we think is that you can actually drive to Italy in just a few hours, or Austria.
Or Hungary.
You can
Greece. You can drive to Greece.
You don't need to drive. You can fly as well, and flights are way cheaper in Europe than they are in Canada.
That's true.
So there are a lot of reasons why we'd like to go there, and there's a lot of beautiful scenery in Croatia. They have they have mountains, they have forests, they have lakes.
Ski hill in Zagreb.
They have beautiful national parks there. Just incredible.
Plitvice is beautiful. It's a gorgeous park.